Have you ever wondered if the desire for intimacy truly fades away as we grow older? Or does the need for connection and pleasure still persist, just in different, deeper, and more meaningful forms? In this video, we'll dive into a topic that's often overlooked but full of surprises: the role of masturbation in men over the age of 70. This is not just about a physical act, but a way to maintain mental well-being, reclaim a sense of vitality, and cope with the challenges of aging. Stay with us as we explore how self-care can help you balance personal pleasure and intimate connection, revealing new and intriguing perspectives on sexuality in the later stages of life. You won't want to miss the valuable insights and lessons we're about to share. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoy this video, you can help me continue sharing these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please leave a comment with a 1. If you don't, please leave a 0 to let me know how I can improve and create better content for you. Now, let's get started. It is a misconception that the desire for sexual expression diminishes completely with age. While physical changes might alter the frequency or intensity of sexual activity, the basic human need for connection, touch, and pleasure does not simply fade away. For many men over 70, masturbation remains an integral part of their sexual routine. It is not merely a remnant of youthful vigor, but a deliberate and thoughtful act that allows them to reconnect with their bodies. At this stage in life, masturbation can help manage stress, alleviate feelings of loneliness, and provide a sense of continuity in life. The act serves as a reminder of one's vitality, even as the body and mind undergo the inevitable changes of aging. It becomes more than a routine physical release. It is a moment of solace and introspection. As fulfilling as masturbation can be, it should not become the sole form of sexual expression, especially for those in long-term relationships. Physical intimacy, at its best, is not just about the act itself, but the shared emotional connection, vulnerability, and love between partners. When a man relies exclusively on masturbation, it can inadvertently create a barrier, making it harder to engage in meaningful shared intimacy. This disconnect can lead to misunderstandings and feelings of rejection, especially if the partner feels excluded from this aspect of the man's life. Many older couples find that sexual expression evolves into something less physically demanding and more emotionally rich, and this shift can be deeply satisfying. Open communication is vital. Discussing how each partner's needs have changed over time can lead to new forms of closeness, from holding hands and gentle touch to intimate conversations that foster connection without necessarily involving sex. One of the risks associated with masturbation, particularly in older age, is that it may become a habitual escape from dealing with more complex emotional or relational issues. The act of self-pleasure is often easier than the vulnerability required to express feelings, face conflicts, or address sexual challenges with a partner. It is less demanding physically and emotionally, which might seem appealing but can lead to unintended consequences over time. If masturbation becomes a daily ritual that feels more like a necessity than a choice, it's worth considering what role it's playing. Is it a form of distraction from feelings of grief, fear of aging, or anxiety about physical performance? Addressing these questions can open the door to healthier ways of coping, whether through therapy, talking with loved ones, or engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. From a purely physiological standpoint, masturbation has various benefits. For older men, the act can help maintain healthy blood flow to the genital area, which is crucial for overall reproductive health. It can also promote the release of endorphins, hormones that play a significant role in improving mood, reducing stress, and alleviating pain. Regular masturbation can also stimulate the prostate, potentially reducing the risk of certain prostate-related issues, though this is an area still under ongoing research. Physical activity, even in the form of self-pleasure, can contribute to maintaining flexibility, muscle tone, and circulation. This may be particularly helpful for men who are less active in other aspects of life. The rhythmic nature of masturbation encourages breathing, muscle contraction, and relaxation, which collectively contribute to overall well-being. However, it's essential to listen to the body and not overexert, as older age may bring sensitivities or conditions that could make frequent masturbation physically taxing. Beyond physical benefits, the emotional and psychological aspects of masturbation are equally important. As men age, they may face significant life changes, retirement, the passing of loved ones, reduced social interactions, that can lead to feelings of isolation, anxiety, and grief. In such times, masturbation can serve as an emotional anchor, offering a familiar and comforting routine that provides both pleasure and a sense of control. For some, it is a way of maintaining a connection to a part of themselves that remains unchanged despite the transformations around them. It can also be a method of self-soothing, providing a temporary escape from the often overwhelming realities of aging. However, it's important to recognize when self-pleasure shifts from being a healthy practice to becoming a coping mechanism for unaddressed emotional issues. If masturbation is primarily used to numb difficult emotions, it may be beneficial to seek support in addressing those underlying feelings. For couples who have been together for many years, changes in sexual habits can be particularly sensitive. When one partner turns to masturbation rather than shared intimacy, it can lead to feelings of exclusion and self-doubt. This is especially true if the woman is already navigating her own insecurities about aging and desirability. It's easy for her to internalize these actions as a form of rejection, wondering if she is still attractive or desirable in her partner's eyes. These emotional ripples can grow, leading to a wider chasm between partners if not addressed. Open, compassionate dialogue is essential. Couples should strive to maintain honesty and transparency about their needs and desires, and to explore alternative forms of intimacy that might be more comfortable as physical capabilities change. Masturbation should not replace the shared experience of closeness that defines a strong, loving relationship. Aging brings undeniable physical changes, and it's common for older men to face challenges such as reduced libido, erectile dysfunction, or other conditions that affect sexual performance. Masturbation can be a way to adapt to these changes, offering a sense of sexual satisfaction without the pressure of performance or the need for a partner's involvement. While this can be a healthy adjustment, it's important not to let these physical changes create a sense of defeat or avoidance. Older men may feel embarrassed or insecure about their changing bodies, but finding ways to address these concerns, whether through medical support, lifestyle changes, or open discussions with a partner, can greatly improve quality of life. The goal should be to adapt and redefine what sexual satisfaction looks like, rather than retreating from it altogether. Masturbation in moderation is generally considered healthy, but excessive indulgence can lead to physical issues such as irritation or fatigue, especially in older age. As the body becomes more sensitive, older men may find that their skin is more prone to discomfort, which can discourage further physical intimacy. Regular self-care, including proper hygiene and using appropriate lubricants, can help prevent these issues. Beyond physical discomfort, it's also crucial to consider the potential psychological impact. If masturbation is used excessively to avoid other aspects of life, it might be helpful to explore why and to seek support if needed. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or yoga, can complement the act of self-pleasure, helping older men to stay present and connected to their bodies without becoming overly reliant on a single form of sexual expression. There is a quiet beauty in the way sexuality transforms as we age. Older men have the opportunity to rediscover themselves in new, profound ways. Masturbation can be a part of this journey, offering a personal space for exploration without judgment. But it should be seen as one aspect of a broader sexual life that includes connection with others, creativity, and open-mindedness. Many older men have found that this stage of life allows them to let go of societal expectations about masculinity, performance, or physical prowess. Instead, they can embrace a form of sexuality that is less about achieving a particular outcome and more about experiencing pleasure, connection, and intimacy, whether alone or with a partner. For men over 70, masturbation can be a way of staying connected to their bodies and desires, offering numerous benefits from physical health to emotional relief. However, as with all things, balance is key. It's important to cultivate a healthy relationship with self-pleasure, recognizing when it enhances well-being and when it may be used to avoid deeper issues. Maintaining open lines of communication with partners, seeking support when needed, and exploring new ways to connect intimately can make a significant difference. Sexuality is not just about the physical act, but about the feelings of closeness, joy, and love it can bring into one's life. By understanding and embracing the changing dynamics of sexuality in older age, men can continue to lead fulfilling, vibrant lives, enriched by both solo and shared experiences.